Modern executive inboxes are under siege. Every morning, decision-makers face an unrelenting flood of automated, low-grade noise. These messages often appear grammatically perfect, yet they signal a complete lack of originality. They rely on the same generic corporate filler: passionate, synergy, and deep dive. In robotics, the Uncanny Valley describes the revulsion felt when a machine looks almost, but not quite, human. This happens in writing when a message follows a perfect structure, but lacks the idiosyncratic rhythm and specific soul of human conversation. The result is a visceral sense of unease in the reader. Experienced executives have developed a high-sensitivity filter for this synthetic tone. A polished, overly enthusiastic three-paragraph structure is now a digital red flag. For a college-educated professional, the risk of using AI lies in its tendency to erase your unique voice, making you sound exactly like everyone else in the pile. Surviving in this market requires a pivot. You must move away from using AI for mere scale and start using it to demonstrate high-level integrity. This requires a strict operational protocol. AI serves as your research synthesizer, never as your final author. The machine handles the 80% of tedious labor, synthesizing quarterly reports and identifying specific strategic friction points. You provide the remaining 20%. This is where you inject the tonal nuance, industry inside jokes, and immediate context a machine cannot replicate. Obtaining those clinical observations requires a specific prompt structure. By instructing the AI to distill operational concerns into 3 bullet points and avoid salesy language, you maintain a clinical, observant tone that commands respect. Even with a precise prompt, you must perform a fluff audit. You have to strip away corporate filler that suggests you have nothing original to contribute. This specific division of labor proves to the hiring manager that you have done actual, strategic work rather than deploying a lazy pitch. In defensive outreach, your professional judgment is being evaluated from the very first touchpoint. Using AI to scrape private cell phone numbers or non-public data signals a lack of professional boundaries. These aggressive tactics are immediate ethical red flags. Security is equally vital. You must never input proprietary metrics or internal data from your current employer into a public AI tool to generate your pitch. Professional outreach should restrict its analysis to public signals, SEC filings, official blogs, and earnings calls. This shows respect for boundaries while highlighting your attention to detail. Referencing a public signal with a unique insight shows strategic depth. Using private data makes you a liability. Look at the transformed outreach message. By removing the corporate fluff, we are left with a clinical, targeted piece of communication. The strategy shifts from an amateur request for a generic coffee chat to a professional offer for a context exchange. You pair the AI's identification of a strategic gap with your own peer-level observation, noting how a specific lever for resilience worked when you navigated a similar crisis in your own career. This creates a value loop. It establishes an onlyness, a unique combination of public market insights and personal expertise that mass outreach tools cannot replicate. AI serves as a force multiplier for research, but securing the meeting requires a human being who demonstrates both high-level intelligence and high-level discretion. There is much more to help you at JobSearch.Community. Free content, $1 and $2 information, and if you become an insider, you get access to all the content, plus coaching from Jeff Altman, the big game hunter.